Monday morning, August 8, 2005, employees at the Banco Central branch in Fortaleza, Brazil, unlock the vault and find 3.5 tons of 50 real notes missing. $70 million gone. The vault door was never opened, the alarm never triggered, and the money weighed as much as a pickup truck. You're listening to The Unlit Room. Every story in here actually happened. That's the part that should scare you. New stories every day, Monday through Saturday. Today, how a fake landscaping company tunneled under a city for 3 months, and why the perfect heist became a death sentence. Fortaleza, a coastal city in northeast Brazil. August 8, 2005, the Banco Central do Brasil, Brazil's central bank, operates a regional branch downtown on Rua Floriano Peixoto. The vault held 5 steel containers of used 50 real banknotes awaiting destruction. By Monday morning, all 5 containers sat empty on the floor. Bank employees found the vault door intact. No signs of forced entry, no damage to the locks, no indication anyone had come through the front, the back, or the walls. The alarm system had been silent all weekend. The security logs showed nothing unusual. And yet $70 million had vanished from a locked room. The police investigator, Francisco Queiroga, walked through the vault trying to solve the same physics problem the bank employees were staring at. A vault is designed to protect from every direction. Reinforced walls, steel door, motion sensors. You don't just walk in and walk out. Queiroga looked down. In the center of the floor, beneath where the containers had been stacked, was a hole cut through reinforced concrete. It opened onto darkness. Brazil's central bank keeps regional branches in cities across the country. Fortaleza sits on the Atlantic coast, tourism, commerce, a city of 2 million people. The kind of place where a tunnel under downtown shouldn't be possible. Too much infrastructure, too many people, too easy to be noticed. The tunnel ran 78 meters, 256 feet. That's the length of 2.5 American football fields, dug by hand, underground, beneath 2 city blocks of urban Fortaleza. It started at a rented property on Rua 25 de Março, 2 blocks from the bank. The property had been leased in May, 3 months before the robbery. The gang registered a fake business there, an artificial turf and landscaping company. Neighbors saw employees coming and going, vans arriving, vans leaving, loaded with what looked like dirt and construction debris. For 3 months, the gang dug in shifts. They reinforced the tunnel as they went. They hauled tons of excavated soil out through the storefront and drove it away in broad daylight. The fake business gave them cover. Nobody stopped them. Nobody questioned the vans. Nobody thought to ask why a landscaping company needed to move that much dirt. On the weekend of August 6th and 7th, the tunnel breached the vault floor from below. The thieves opened the 5 containers, loaded the money, and hauled it back through the tunnel. By the time the bank opened Monday morning, they were gone. A tunnel that long takes time, planning, labor, coordination, and silence, from at least 25 people who knew what they were digging toward. That kind of operational security doesn't happen by accident. On September 28th, federal police arrested 5 men with 12 million HAHEs, about $5 million in their possession. The men confessed to digging the tunnel. They gave up names. By October 7th, investigators had identified Luis Fernando Ribeiro, 26 years old, as the suspected mastermind. But Ribeiro never made it to trial. On October 7th, he was kidnapped in São Paulo. His family paid a ransom, 2 million HAHEs. On October 9th, Ribeiro's body was found on an isolated road near Carmão do Caiá, a town 200 miles from Rio de Janeiro. He'd been shot 7 times. His wrists bore marks from handcuffs. State prosecutors signed a document citing indications of police involvement in the kidnapping and murder. The ransom was paid. He was killed anyway. By the end of 2005, only 8 of the 25 gang members had been arrested. The rest had disappeared, some into hiding, some into graves. Other members of the gang were kidnapped, some were murdered. The stolen money had become a magnet for violence. Everyone who touched it became a target. For the following years, Brazilian authorities arrested 129 people connected to the robbery. They recovered 32 million reais, 20% of what was taken. 128 million reais remains missing, 89% of the theft. 56 million US dollars that vanished into the same underground economy that built the tunnel in the first place. And a former bank security guard confessed his involvement, which meant the gang didn't guess where to dig. Someone on the inside gave them the vault's exact location. The tunnel wasn't luck, it was a blueprint. The tunnel is sealed now. The fake landscaping business is long gone. But the story doesn't close cleanly. Most of the money is still out there, and the people who stole it are either in prison, in hiding, or dead. The heist worked. They pulled off one of the largest cash robberies in history. They dug under a city for 3 months and nobody stopped them. But the money that was supposed to buy freedom bought something else instead. It bought a kidnapping, a ransom that didn't matter, 7 bullets on a road 200 miles from Rio. You can steal $70 million, but you can't spend it if you're dead. If this one kept you up tonight, good. New stories every day, Monday through Saturday. Subscribe so the next one finds you too. Follow the Unlit Room wherever you listen. Tell a friend who can't sleep. Full story on the main channel. Follow if you're wide awake. That was the Unlit Room. See you in the dark.